We wait all year for the polls. It's polling season. And tonight we're going to the Erie County Fair, Wattsburg Fair. And we're going to see some of the top level pollers in the area pull some antique power. And of course we'll be rooting for red. It ain't none of it in the shed. Well, I'm here at the poll. And it doesn't start for another hour, but man, is that track in excellent shape. 2 years in a row. Prior to this, it had just come down in buckets for like 2 days prior, but this is the best I've seen the track. So if you're a poller, dream conditions. Well, you Oliver fans, you always accuse me of leaving out Olivers. Here's a Super 66, gonna pull. New skins on here. It's not new skin envy, by the way. It's shock that a poller would have newer skins on there than older and worn out skins, because apparently older and worn out ones grip better. But what do I know? I've never pulled, so I'm just know what I've been told. There you go. There's a Super 66 diesel. Jeff and Sue Hanel, Beaver Dam, Pennsylvania. Super 66. And then another Oliver here. We got a row crop 77. You get to see all of these pull. Some of them, those are Titans on their rear. Quite a bit of skin on there too. A lot of them, you go to the polls, they'll write the weight on the side of the tire or have it tagged, but I don't know, maybe they didn't weigh in yet. Is that a tractor worth videoing?
Not right now.
Okay.
You got to be hooked up first.
Now, when do you lose? Because I haven't seen you lose yet.
It pulls pretty good. Yeah, it might be classified.
I mean, well, it ain't classified. I've never seen him lose.
Well, that's good.
Well,
and it's interesting, like the fellow who's just going to snatch his clevis, you get that clevis out there, you can't stop him. No way can you stop him.
Jeez, this thing is a...
But it's a good old horse.
See, now he's got the tires right.
Yeah.
Got nice wear on them. Jeez. There you go, greenies. 720. Another Oliver, row crop 66. You're gonna see some Olivers pull tonight. Got an M right here. And an H. See, this whole row will be filled up. And there we go. We got a Massey Harris. Looks like a 44 coming down to Delaware. Looks like it's gonna take this parking spot right here. Stack, chrome stack on that sucker. This is one of the nice pulling Super Cs I've seen, and last year he did really well here. Did pretty good down at Sagertown too. And I actually made a short of him pulling right here on this track last year. Nice Super C, good puller. And he's got new skins on there too, so I don't know. Maybe the motto has changed to new skins versus worn out. Another Oliver 60. Now we've seen this Penn State all pull in a couple places, at least a couple. Albion and here in Wattsburg last year, and I believe the year before that. Got an H right here, so H and H. They're pulling against each other. So I'm out here on the track right now and I'm walking on it. Obviously, I'm not flying over it. And it feels kind of spongy to me, and I don't know if that's a good thing or not. You pullers, past and present, let me know. It looks good, man. It really does. Oh, there's a Minneapolis Moline G. Ray Wigger's up there. Well, I can't. Ray Wigger's up there driving it. And normally I don't come over to the weigh station, but I'm at the weigh station now. Got an Allis Chalmers D19. And I believe, I'm not a polling pro or anything like that, but I believe they weigh in, and after they pull, I think they weigh out. You know, especially if you win, they probably want you to weigh out, see if something funky happened in between time. Well, like I say in every video, Super MTA, I am jaded. And I like to see how they have theirs set up. In comparison, he does have an inline filter there. That's the one thing I have not done yet. This looks good, man. He's got Crop Master 14.938s. I love them. Nice high profile. Yep. No rear remote, no surprise, it's a puller. He's not really weighted if he is pulling. He's got, you know, one set of rear wheel weights, and that's it. But yeah, there you go. Super MTA all day. Well, I was just told. Say what?
We can get it 6,000. It's light.
So I was just told this is for sale, 5,500, and it does have power steering. It's factory original, no belts, no goofiness, right here. And this is nice, man. This is nice for 5,500. Oh, and it's got the original notched throttle. So it's nice, man. And they are going to pull it. I think they're going to pull it in, oh, what did he just tell me, 6,000 pounds? So we're going to get to see this pull for sale. Well, here we go. Got a 560. They always do. See, those are what I expect to see on a pulling tractor. Perfectly worn, probably 20% tread. And this tractor I've seen pull here year after year after year. And funny thing about it, it usually starts the pull off in the 2,500 pound division. So, yep, his tires are a little on the worn side too. Yeah, right here on the scale, got a Case DC pulling up. Good variety of colors. Got red, green, both greens, orange, both orange. There's a first on race day, International, Oliver. They're lining up, they're weighing in. We got a female contestant right there, and I will be rooting for her heavily. Red Power, chrome stack. John Deere, see, he's got the posted notes. Okay, so those Olivers that we saw a little bit ago didn't weigh in yet. Yeah, he's holding a posted note in his hand. There you go. Well, and this is pretty indicative of what's here at Oliver, John Deere, Farmall, John Deere, Oliver, John Deere, International, Massey Harris. Yeah. Something for everyone. And Case is here as well. We just saw it. Oh, look at this lineup. Ooh, got an MT, Super MTA, Super MTA, Super MTA, 560, and we're gonna go look on the end. I mean, holy cow, man. What a dream lineup. I really like the MTAs. I gotta tell you, there's a couple comments, couple sharpshooters in the comments. Oh, the MTA are overrated for what you pay. They built these 1 year, man. That's it. And I don't think they're an overrated tractor at all. I pull 14-foot discs behind mine, and it eats those discs alive, so real pleased with it. Oh, check this out. Got an Allis Chalmers here. Man, that thing's spitting out some snot out that pipe. And this Nick Brace got a 445 Minneapolis Moline, and he's kind of out of suit a little bit. I expected him to bring his, I believe, R, and maybe he did. Maybe he already weighed it in, but this is going to be a different weight class here probably for him. Oh, listen to that Governor surgeon. And that happens to be, like, I think a Kimmy, yeah, I think that's a Kimmy's grandson or son. I can't remember which, but you got a Kimmy behind the wheel, and you better have done a lot of work over the winter in your shop. That sounds good, man. That's interesting here. They got the weights laid down on the ground, and they got the right. It's going to be interesting to see this H, because the other H's were not weighted like this. So let's go, let's pull. Got a really nice looking 560 here. Diesel. Ooh, and she got some weight to her. And see, these tires look right to me. That one's a little bit newer than used to seeing, but yeah, this is a nice machine. This is MTA, definitely worth stopping and seeing, man. He's got valves and remotes and all kinds of stuff going on up here. And check out the back. Looks like he retrofit a pretty heavy duty 3-point on this. I mean, that's not your, $700 or $800 store-bought kit. That looks like it would do quite a bit of work, and looks like Cat 2 balls on there too, so yeah, the working man's MTA. It's got the stabilizer bars too. I like that. I had a David Brown and they had stabilizer bars there just like that, keep you from swinging too goofy. A lot of setups have changed, but that's nice. There he goes, old Ford 6000. That's a first on race day. And he's spitting and getting. I think he's going to go way in. Thunderous sucker. Go you pumpkin heads. A couple of them here. They got the posted. That's a 4,000 and this is a 3,000 class. So I think if I brought my A over, I think I'd pull in a 2,500, but there's only one catch. Wouldn't win. That's a problem. Okay, let's check out the serial number on this. That's going to be 62940. And mine's 70391. This built before mine. It's going to be, man, probably March or April of 54. Right in that range. That power steering is cool. You know, he says something about rust in the tank, you know, but it looks like this 3003 Napa's doing a pretty good job catching it. Believe, I gotta tell you, I mean, rusty tanks don't scare me. They just don't. There ain't much on these tractors that scares me. You know, I mean, easy to work on. You can get parts for them. So let's check stuff out here. If I owned it, let's see, we'd go with the toolbox. The lights would get wired in. You know my routine. How's the manifold? Looks good. Might pull it off there and torque it to 50. New skins on here. That's, you know, yeah, got the roller. And I would put a remote on here. That's, you know, that is one different, but that's not a whole boatload of work. So let's see if this actually turns. Yes, it do. So I had to replace this, the fuse holder, and the gauge on mine. This, all I did was I pulled it out, sprayed it with WD-40, and then, but you can see when I engage, we go backwards as it should, and then forward. So it makes somebody a nice MTA, man. Put a seat pad on there. Let's check this out here. Yep. I don't know. I wish it wasn't for sale to wait, because now I got some thinking to do. I said I wouldn't be against buying another one. Running two in the field at the same time. Get another set of IH 370 14 footers, 12 footers even. Now, before every pull, doesn't matter what county or where you're at, they do a safety meeting, I guess, or I'm not really sure what they call it. I'm calling it a safety meeting. You know, they just tell what order they're going in and how they're going to work it. But yeah, these are all the pullers here, and even Greg Fuller, the puller Fuller's right there, and he's going to pull in the lightweight division so he can actually go home and get some sleep. Well, I've taken it upon myself to be out here on the track, and that's a 2,500 pound division, and I don't know what that is. It looks like, I don't know, like maybe a John Deere R or something like that. Zoom in on that. There you go there, and there you go there. See, if I brought my A, I'd be pulling against that. Maybe I'd win. Give you an overview. Here's the stands right here. I won't do 360, but just about. There you go. All right, he's got the green flag, and here we go. And I gotta walk back, make sure I don't run into the flagman. Well, Farmall, he's gonna set the stage there. And I don't have my gimbal, so guess what? I may be shaking. Oh, he's got a red, okay. So they gotta set the sled up. He's got green over here in this lane. Comes John Deere. We'll zoom in and zoom back out when we're done. And he's waited. Now, We know how John Deere pulls. They start off slow and they stay slow, but they can pull long. And I heard a couple people say, oh, I'm not worried about them Johnny Poppers. Well, around here, I've seen them win a lot. So, yep, here we go. And that's an 80 there. You don't see too many of those. Oh, the old vicious 80. We might walk with him, Diesel, too. In sight for this guy. He's pulling. He's pulling that sled to Wattsburg. He's digging, but he's getting. Good grief. Tires are crinkling, but he's just going. Holy cow, there's the end of the track right there. And he's up. Oh, he's still digging. There he goes. Boom, good pull. Right there.
Okay, distance to the bar track. 343 feet, 10 inches.
343 feet, 10 inches for the 80. I always give credit to the Zamboni, and it's a 6710, the old 10 series, first on race day, rolling it. Well, here we go, Oliver 60, and I think we saw him pulling Sagertown, and I don't know the speed limit. Hopefully I can keep up with him. He's going, and this, I believe, is still the 2,500 pound class. A little bit light up front, but those tires are crinkling, and he's rolling. Good grief. Yeah, there he goes, up in the front. All the weight's in the rear, he's digging and getting it. And he's hooked. Oh, he got a second wind. And he's got a Deca battery. There you go, he's up. Good grief, he's going faster now than he was 100 feet ago. That's crazy. Wow, look at those tires. He's getting it. He's still green. He's still green. He's red. That's a good pull. That's going to be really hard to beat. We got that Super AI coming. And on the other track, we got a 4010 John Deere diesel. And he's digging a little bit right there, spinning. He got a red light. He got a red flag. Well, here we go with our annual pull. Now, we've seen this guy pull at least 3 or 4 times on the channel. Again, 2,500 pound division. He's hooked, he's ready to rip. And we're ready to video. There he goes, he's a bouncing, but the basketball will eventually roll, and that is exactly what he's doing. He's cutting over this way. He must like this side of the track a little bit better. And we're gonna walk right with him. That's that Super AI. The old Stony Ridge farmer, you got that AI down there. He's moving and we're rooting for you. I might go jump on the back there and give him some extra dig-in weight. Oh, he got a second wind. He's a pushing, man. Hey, say what you want, it probably helped. There you go. He's representing. Little over 135 feet. Well, here we go. We got burnouts with Bob. He's on his 560. And we've seen this tractor pull quite a few times and win quite a few times. Now this is the same tractor that won down in Meadville. He beat that John Deere, and I'll tell you, he pulled right out the other side of the track. Well, here you go, first on race day, and I think we've seen this tractor pull quite a few times over the years. She's coming this way and I ain't moving. There you go, good pull. Well, this can be Farm All versus John Deere, and he just got the green flag. So here we go. And again, they start off slow, but they start off steady. Oh, I think that's Nick Brace right there. He's on his R. And now he's had good pulls with this on this track. And it's a little bit different tonight because the track's better than it typically is. But we're going to let him come right to us. And then we're going to walk right along. So it's going to be a tall task beating that 560 burnouts with Bob. But we'll see. That's why the pull is done. There you go, it's an R. Diesel. We're gonna keep right up with him. We know where he's gotta go. And so does he. The tires are crinkling. He got his second win. He's light up front, but that's what John Deere does. They just keep pulling. Wow. He's going. He's still green. He's still green. Boom, he's red. There you go. We'll hear what he had. And here we go. We just had one of the Kimmy girls pull, or at least it looks like a Kimmy, and she pulled quite well. Well, we're still in the 2,500 pound division, and I gotta tell you, that 60 right there, it looks substantially bigger than an A of Farm All A, but he's up in the front, and he's still going. And I gotta tell you, that's not a wide footprint on that tractor, but oh yeah, that's a really good pull for that class, man. We're gonna see if he can beat the Little Princess. He's tapping. Well, he's up, he's down. There you go, decent pull. Well, here he is. This is where the rubber meets the road. And he's pulling against Nick. And we're gonna keep pace right with him. Believe it or not, he is a little bit light up front, but he ain't stopping yet. He ain't gonna stop for a long time. Leaning back in that seat, but that's always the look he has. Old 720. He is starting to dig in down below, but he's still good to go. Wow. Okay, we're light up front. Okay. So he's caused a lot of problems already with this pole because he just got a second wind and he just won the class. And there's no end in sight for this guy. Jeez. He's up, he's down. And he's back up on the left side. He's down. He's bouncing, but okay, he's up. There he goes. He's gonna sidewind. There you go. That should get the applause of the crowd. That's a tough one to chew. We got an Allis Chalmers over there, and he's pulling really mean. He's got to make it to that cone to beat that girl, and he didn't quite do it, but that should get him second place. Okay, we're moving to the 8,000 pound class. I do believe they said this is a Super MTA narrow front. We've seen this guy pull quite a few times over the years here, and I believe Albion he's pulled as well, and maybe even Sagertown. But right now he's in Wattsburg, Pennsylvania, and he's pulling and he's going and growing. And it's sounding good. And we're gonna hop right out on the track and follow him along as soon as the Zamboni goes by, so I don't get smeared. But there you go. We're gonna meet him right out here. Chrome stack. PA back, he's up in the front, going and growing. And boy, he's just a digging right there. There you go, red flag, good pull. Here we go, first John Deere in the class, and he seems to be putting along pretty good. Good little clip. The cone's behind me, so is the flagman. Just a good honest pull right there. Dylan Boak, he taught me that saying, honest. Honest pull. Okay, this is 3,000 pounds. They went up one. Oh, he's pulling well. He can make it to that cone. Oh, he got a second wind. Man, this is the day of the second wind for sure. There he goes. He's up in the front, but he's still going. And he's still in the white line. Digging and getting it and hitting it. And now that was a good pull. That was a good pull. Well, here we go with a John Deere against the Super MTA. Putting along, but he's steady. And these guys are dangerous, man, because they fool you. All of a sudden they go slow like a turtle, and then at the end they're going fast like a cheetah as to what you think they would be going speed-wise. We're going to catch out Oliver hooking in that other lane, but first we're going to get this John Deere. Gonna try to split the screen a little bit. There we go. He's got that chrome stack on there, good grief. Looks like a 4-inch pipe. It's a big one. There you go, another 720. We saw that first 720 just eat this track alive and then some. Okay, spun out. He's left brake, right brake. And there you go. Well, you're not going to be able to accuse me of not getting the Olivers tonight. We got an Oliver Row Crop 66. And he's dressed to the nines. He's got the Steelers hoodie with the Oliver hat. We're going to keep pace with him. And he's got to at least make that cone. And I'll tell you, when I walk right into it, he's veering left a little bit, but... Oh, yeah. So far, this is going to be the best pole of this 3,000 pound class. And I got to tell you, it looks like a lot of tractor for 3,000 pounds, but the scale's got no dog in the fight. That's for sure. He's hitting it and getting it. He just went up there, but right back down. Kind of like fighting a largemouth bass. He's coming this way now. He's digging. He's going to start brake tapping. There you go. That's going to be a pull to beat. That's a tough pull. It was the Steelers hoodie. Well, we got a beautiful looking 560, spit shined and polished, coming down the Delaware. He's well weighted in the belly. And the reason I'm staying over here is because we got that famous Super C about to pull, and it did very well here last year. So I expect no worse on an even better track. There you go. Here comes the Super C. We'll switch lanes here momentarily. Boy, look at the crinkle on that 560 on those tires. And that's it. Go right to the Super C. Right there you go. That's Farmall right there. He's tough. Look at the grimace on his face. He's pissed. He is pissed. I don't know what the speed limit is, but he is bogeying. We're staying right with him, but I'm walking at a pretty good clip. He's got to make that cone to place well. He's got the rims painted up gray, kind of like a Massey, both front and back. Oh yeah, he just won that class. I think he just beat that Oliver. He ain't stopping for nothing. He's looking one way straight ahead. And I can tell you, we're going to run out of track here in about another 60, 70 feet. By far did he win that class. And we always see him do well here at Wattsburg. He owns this track, so the road to the first place trophy goes through that Super C. All right, we got a John Deere 60 in the other lane. In this lane, we got a Case Vac, female contestant. We're gonna see this thing pulled, I believe, the first case so far of the pole. Got about a 3/4 moon tonight. That means Farmall delight. She just got the green flag, so, and the chain is tight. And there she goes like dynamite. We got a case rolling. This is the other orange. I don't know what the speed limit is here, but it's about as fast as I can walk. There she goes. Wow. She's got to be going at least 6 miles an hour. She's boogieing. Maybe I should have brought my A over. She slows down, I'll catch up, but I gotta tell you, she's doing well. That is shocking. Wow. And it died right there. We're gonna hear the distance.
We have 287.59 feet for Shelly Copta, Case VAC. Let's give her a hand for one terrific
There you go.
Good job.
Here we go with Greg the Polar. Hey, no nerves right now. It's just all hook and go. I mean, you're here, you might as well get the first place trophy. Now that is a nice looking AC, man. That it is. He's going to tighten up here. Tight, not taut. I probably won't be able to keep up with his speed. Not unless I run, and then I'll trip. So we ain't tripping here, man. Yeah, he looks nervous. Let's zoom right in on his face. That's some YouTube nerves right there, buddy. You can say what you want. He's still red. He's still red. Yep. Oh, he's got the headlights on. He knows where he's going now. Get a little light on the situation. And he's green. He's throaty. And I have a feeling we're going to go for a walk here down the Delaware. And old Greg the Polar, he's not going to wish he had another pair. That's for sure. Now, I saw him bouncing that seat. We might see him bouncing. Okay, he's going left side there. He sees something on the track that I'm not seeing. He's going a little bit slower than the girl was, but oh, there he goes. Picked up that pace. No sign of slowing down. Okay, throttle down. He's staying in his lane. He sees all this loose dirt over here. Trying not to build too much on the sled right there, but he's going, he's digging. And boom, he's red. Right there you go. They'll announce what he pulled. Yeah, he's going to the other side. He's going to be close. 279. Yeah, he's neck and neck with that that case. Well, make no mistake, I have relocated, and then some. We got a drag race going on down there. We got an MTA in the far lane. And it looks like a first on race day in the near lane. So, good grief, I'm going to try to split the screen here, or keep them both in the screen. But, oh, and that's a Kimmy there. So, guess what? He's going to get his. There he goes. And he's digging and he's getting it. He's got to at least make that cone, though, and he knows that. We're about to hit an I-beam here if I keep going to the right. And that I-beam ain't dynamite either, because he stopped. All that MTA's just a digging and grinning. I'll be grinning if he's a winning. That's it right there. Okay, in this lane we got a Farmall Super MTA chrome stack wide front, sounding good, looking good. Let's get a good pull out of this. And that is the 7,000 pound class. I think I could actually pull 6,000 with mine. I don't know. Don't know till you weigh in. Ooh, that's a nice looking tractor. Ay, ay, ay. Zoom out just a hair, watch him go by. That is nice. And he's pulling well. Really good pull. Good grief. I don't believe he's pulled that torque amplifier back yet. And he's going to run out of track at the speed he's going. He hasn't skipped a beat. There he goes right there, hit it just in time. Perfect timing. Gotta be the best pull of the night right there.
Okay, a pull of 359 feet
359 feet
and 4 inches.
and 4 inches. That is a whale of a pull. Super MTA. They're not overrated. Well, we got another Super MTA hooking up. He's chrome stacked, nice. Toolbox on the side, like my M. Now it's not international yellow, but, and I want to remind some of you critics, there is such a thing as international yellow, and that's what that toolbox is. So there you go. All right, we got the green flag, green light, and he's looking dynamite. That's Farmall right there. And I'm trying to see what gear he's in. My best guess is he's in first gear and full throttle. Oh, he's got the chrome lights and everything on there to match. Put a little time and effort into his machine, nothing wrong with that. He's looking at the crowd, he's not brake tapping or anything. That thing's just a moving. Doesn't know that there's a sled back there yet. He's not touching the torque amplifier. I gotta tell you, if I ever pull an MTA, I am not waiting until I stop to pull the TA back. Yep, right there I would. While you have momentum, engage the torque. He's up. Those tires are crinkling. He's going and growing. Wow, that's another good pull. He makes it past that cone. He's gonna do well in that class. All these MTAs are winning their class tonight. He's up, and that's tough. He hasn't even pulled the torque amplifier back. Good grief. Wow, there you go. No. Okay. 373. There you go. He had enough momentum and high. He just kept right on a rolling. That Oliver Super 66, he's up in the front, but he's getting it. Make no mistake. He's up, he's down. And that was a good pull. Well, the tractor says nothing fancy, but he's got antsy in his fancy because that's a mean pull right there. He was up and down. Old Oliver, she was screaming. There you go, Gary the Kid. There's an Allis Chalmers WD, and that is your pumpkin mate. Boy, he's got about a 6-inch throat coming out of the top of that. That tractor looks nice. He is getting it. I hear a little skip, but it hasn't changed his roll yet at all. Oh wow, I mean, that WD's eating that track alive. He's still going. That might have been one to follow. You gotta be kidding me. He's going and growing, and we're gonna find out what's on this side here. Okay, we got a John Deere. I won't know yet, but it is a 70. Okay. And I believe we are in the 7,000 pound class. It's what they do, man. They just putt right along. There you go. Starting to spin a little bit, but he's still moving forward, and that's what they do. And that'll be it right there. Just past that other cone right over there. So, yeah. Make no mistake, this is the night of the MTA, and I think they're going to start the 6,000 pound class right now, if I'm not mistaken. I could be. And I don't know if there's a 6,500 pound class, so could go look on the chart here. Yeah, we're right down here at hookup. He's going to tighten up, and he's got I think this is the last of the 7,000 pounders. He's weighted down pretty good. Don't have a whole lot of plates on there, but nevertheless he definitely has them. I think he's in first gear, full throttle, direct drive. He's going and growing. Try to follow him right down the track as much as possible. I don't know, I might hop on one of these tractors and pull. What do you think? Maybe hop on an MTA? Pull somebody else's torque amplifier. Yeah, he's just a little bit past it right there. Pretty equivalent to the other one. Now, I didn't see if he pulled back his torque amplifier. I can tell you the one dude didn't. He tried to pull it back after he stopped. Wow. Oh, he's still moving, man. That's a good pull right there. 7,000 pound class. Here we go with a Minneapolis Moline G, and that's Ray Wiggers there from Tri-State Auction. And there will be an auction coming up. Oh, I can't remember the date. It is in September, but if you go to the Facebook page, you'll find out. It's like the 16th or the 19th or something like that. And all these minis pull well. This is a 7,000 pound class. They pull well. He's down in the front. He's got Big tall rears there. Compact sucker there, old propane special. He's red right now. No, he's off. He's off and he's up. He's throttled up. I wonder if... Uh-oh. Got a little something going on there. Uh-oh. There he goes. Slow and steady wins this race. And we're going to get back a little bit and see if we can't keep up with him, the camera. El Mini. And we've seen these tractors do very well here and at the Crawford County Fair. Oh man, he's going, man. No joke, he's going. Oh, that's a really good pull. Likely chance he could win that class. He's definitely going to be in the top 2 or 3 for sure. And he's still going. He's going to go right out the back of the track. Wow. Getting it and hitting it. And I think he's still crawling. He's spinning. And he got the red flag right there. But you come over here, we got the surgeon special. And I don't mean doctor surgeon. I mean the governor just a surgeon. And that sucker, man. You couldn't do it any better if you were moving the throttle with yourself. That is a female contestant. And the price might be right for her because mile down the track. I mean, that thing is still going. I think that's the same tractor I saw pull down at Crawford County Fair last year. My word. She's going to go about even with the other Mini. She's up, but she's creeping forward. And red, she's down. What a pull. That was a beast mode pull right there. Oh, he's spitting and sputtering, but it don't matter. That's a Ford first on race day. 6,000. And he might end up going 6,000 feet. If it's blue, it's for you. He's just a going. Pretty tall task though to beat that Mini G. I'll tell you, it's the only Ford 6000 I've ever seen pull at a compilation of all the pulls I've been to. But he is most definitely getting it. He's here to win it. Yep. Wow, he's still moving well. Like there is no slowdown to that first on race day. Jeez. Man, I tell you what, I hope that Ford stops because we got a super Brody WD Allis Chalmers over in the other lane. But that Ford's still moving. So we ain't. Oh, it stopped. Let's go. Good grief. Look at that straight pipe coming out of that hood. Eesh. It's creeping in and crawling, but done a tall task to beat that 445. Oh, there you go. Did I say we were fair and balanced? There's a John Deere A. And I believe this is going to be 6,500? Is what I believe. That seems like a heavy weight for an A to pull in, but I'm not a puller, so what do I know? Just creeping along. That's what they do. I gotta tell you, man, there's a difference. Like, you get down to Lawrence County and the John Deeres don't, I'm not saying they never win, but not very often. And then you come up here and it's not unusual at all for a John Deere tractor to win several pulls. So, I don't know, different counties, different tracks, you name it. They're still creeping right along. The old Zamboni out there. I think they got everything in the kitchen sink in that thing, weighing it down. So, yeah, see that A still moving. Yeah, and it's still moving. Same speed it was back here. Oh, we got to get the Penn State all. The old H. We're gonna shift gears here. Yeah, there it is, the Penn State all. Now we've seen this tractor do well, and we've seen it put out. One time it had a gas issue, and I don't know, that can happen. Looking good tonight, sounding right, dynamite. Well, and that's it. That's all she wrote. And after all that, I should make note, the John Deere A is still moving. That's amazing. It really is. Almost makes me wonder if in the different counties they just don't put the time and effort into the John Deere tractors that they do the farm-alls. And he's got the red flag, but good grief, he went a mile down the track. There we go. We got a 400 and a 450 in succession, and they are actually painted correctly. That looks like a Schwartz front end on the 400, and then of course narrow front on the 450. So I don't know. Both of these tractors are pulling against that A, and I would have bet money that both of them would have beat it, but that A went a mile down the track. So there you go. Well, this guy made the mistake of telling me he's seen a couple of my videos, so I'll get him on video and he can make it 3. He can tell me he watched 3 videos. I'm sure he can watch himself. That chain's tight. No 400, he's in first gear, full throttle. Direct drive, or first gear high, however you want to say it. Sounds good, looks good. I'd grip it. Yep, it's that steady pull. So we'll actually keep up with him and see when he pulls that torque amplifier back. I've had so many people tell me, oh, it's just a super FTA. Well, they made these tractors here 3 years. Now, when you're watching yourself right now, this is your 3rd Farmall Fanatic video you watch. Yep. All systems go. He's not even thinking about pulling the torque amplifier. I wouldn't either, but if I was going to pull it, I would definitely pull it while I still had momentum. Make it clear up to this cone at least. He's starting to slip a little bit. I don't know, man. I'd probably go TA right now. Okay. He got a little second wind there. He didn't panic. He just kept on it going. But guess he thinks the further he can get without the TA, he's better off. Oh, wait a minute. It looks like it's pulled back. I wonder if he didn't pull in low one. I'll ask him. I think I'm going to hop on that SMTA that's for sale and hook it to the sled pole. See if I can get somebody to video me pulling it, because you won't believe it unless there's proof. Let's go.
Walk down a little further here.
Off an hour, we'll the car drive. Now, if he was a video man, YouTube as a video, you might be an interesting place to be. He's getting up here, let's see where he goes. You can keep cooling down. Need someone for loading. There we go. A little soft spot, you can hook him up again.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I know I did. I enjoyed filming it. A lot of times, I mean, just because you're a YouTuber doesn't mean you like shooting every video and editing every video that you do. I like that one. That was nice. He's out on the track. We'll see you at the next video where we're going to clear a field off, brush hogging, plowing. I got a new plow, by the way. It's not here yet, but it's new to me. Boom.